And we find ourselves in one of the great football cities, Liverpool, here at Goodison Park. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It's Everton up against Aston Villa.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, Derek, he's a great all-round player, but it's his ability to run in behind defenders that makes him such a threat. And when he gets 1v1 against the goalkeeper, he usually scores.
And here's how Everton line up. Jordan Pickford stands between the posts. Andre Gomes plays alongside Abdoulaye Doucouré in central midfield. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Here's how the lineup looks for Aston Villa.
Well, the two wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield three that will need to control the flow of the game.
A game that on paper has a lot going for it. Everton get the proceedings underway. And a chance to whip it in here. Calvert-Lewin. Well, let's call it a meaty effort, but certainly not accurate enough. Well, he's given us away. Doucouré. Calvert-Lewin. Can he put it away? And quite simply wide of the target. Buendia. Ramsey. Top-class defending. Gray. Richarlison. And he got to it fairly easily. And that's an important intervention. Townsend. Richarlison. Gomes. Very comfortable when in possession. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Chance for Gray. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Oh, a tremendous block. McGinn. Watkins. Douglas Luiz. Ramsey. McGinn. Well, far too much elevation there. Douglas Luiz. Coutinho. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. Dispossessed there. Tremendous piece of tackling. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. Richarlison. Calvert-Lewin. Gray. Nicely timed tackle. Oh, and that challenge carried with it quite the element of risk. Now, what's the referee going to do next? Well, hardly the polish removed from his boots, and he's been expelled.
Well, all their plans have just been thrown out the window. That's such a poor challenge.
Ollie Watkins. Godfrey. Mason Holgate with it. Doucouré. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Douglas Luiz. Ramsey. Now a decent position. Effective challenge. Townsend. Doucouré. On the ball, Andros Townsend. Promising looking attack from Everton. Doucouré. Moving the ball effectively, looking for the right moment. And it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Richarlison. It's with Doucouré. And Gomes. Fluency of movement. Kenny. Doucouré. Won it back. Ramsey has it. Ollie Watkins. And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw.
Reminder that foul and abusive language will not be tolerated in the stadium. Thank you.
Jonjoe Kenny. It's with Doucouré. Read it well. To take the lead. McGinn. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Well, just couldn't play that decisive ball. André Gomes. Doucouré. Well, he's given us away. Ramsey. Watkins. McGinn. Takes aim. Just couldn't get it through. André Gomes. Gray. Doucouré. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that pass. Watkins. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Cash. McGinn. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. But then the one that fails to hit its target. Gray. And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow. He's very adept at protecting the ball. That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. Douglas Luiz. It's with Douglas Luiz. Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Douglas Luiz. Well, on you go, says the referee. Advantage. André Gomes. Gray. On the ball, Richarlison. And a chance to whip it in here. We can get more details on that injury situation from our man pitch side, Jeff Shreves. Jeff?
The feeling down here is he's twisted his knee. You can just see him testing it out every now and then. At the moment, though, he's carrying on.
Cheers, Jeff. Richarlison. It's with Doucouré. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. Doucouré. Everton moving the ball forward with purpose. André Gomes. Really vital interception here. Matty Cash. Well, being pressed here. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Nicely cut out. Doing well to keep possession. Watkins. Ramsey has it. Not the pass he had in mind. Bad pass. Robbed of possession, Coutinho. André Gomes. It's with Doucouré. Gray. And a decent delivery. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Will they profit from this situation? Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Coutinho. It did look on for them, but not to be. Doucouré. Here is André Gomes. Bit wasteful from Everton. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. And quite simply wide of the target. Good pressure, can they make something of this? That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Fantastically taken free kick, but no reward.
Yeah, whenever he steps forward, I expect him to hit the target, and he's only inches away there.
Andre Gomes. On the ball, Richarlison. A really sumptuous ball. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Buendia. Watkins. High quality defending. Buendia. Ollie Watkins. Buendia. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. Townsend. Throw-ins given. And Everton pushing forward with options available. Well, a bit of an unforced error, and it's going to be a throw. Ramsey. Coutinho. Watkins. Succeeded in keeping it in play. Douglas Luiz. Oh, what an opportunity. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, here it is again. The little 1-2 starts it all off, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Townsend. It's with Doucouré. On the ball, Andros Townsend. Holgate. Gray. Godfrey. Richarlison. Gives it a go. Well, able to close down the shot. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. And Gomes. Through ball attempted, but completely overhit. Doucouré. Gomes. It's with Doucouré. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Coutinho. Ollie Watkins. McGinn. Getting in there to take it away. Well, they know they need to stop him. But they dealt with the threat posed. That is that for the first half here. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, Derek, after a slow start where he was tightly marked, he got better and better as the first half went on, and he got his reward with that goal. I'm looking forward to his second half display.
A game that on paper has a lot going for it. Everton get the proceedings underway. McGinn. Well, far too much elevation there. Nicely timed tackle. Well, hardly the polish removed from his boots, and he's been expelled. And quite simply wide of the target. Fantastically taken free kick, but no reward.
Yeah, whenever he steps forward, I expect him to hit the target, and he's only inches away there.
Oh, what an opportunity. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Coutinho, in a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. They're certainly allowing their opponents to come onto them. Well, that's a super ball over the top. He takes aim, and he read it really well. Fine save. Played over.
Well, as you can see, Villa have completely dominated the possession in the last 15 minutes, and their passing patterns have created numerous chances. They surely must extend their lead soon.
Well, there to intercept. Emiliano Buendia. Ollie Watkins. McGinn. John McGinn. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. Douglas Luiz. On a pass that lacks quality. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Andre Gomes. Doucouré. It's with Doucouré. Yerry Mina. Here is Andre Gomes. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Holgate. It's with Doucouré. And he takes it away. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Townsend. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. And the flag raised. Offside it is. They will now make use of their substitutes bench.
21, Andre Gomes. To be replaced by number 6, Allen.
Richarlison. Everton moving the ball forwards. What can they do from here? Richarlison. Townsend. And snuffing out the danger. He's protecting it well. Gray. Able to get a body in the way. Alan. Still behind, but the pressure mounting. And the keeper more than equal to it. No mistake by the keeper. In position here to protect the ball. Richarlison. Doucouré. Alan. Really vital interception here. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Alan. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Gray. High quality defending.
Well, as you can see, Villa are seeing much less of the ball, but when they have had it, they've looked so dangerous, particularly when they press high up the field, win the ball back in those areas, and then counter-attack quickly.
Richarlison. Alan. On the ball, Richarlison. Very good reading of the game to win possession back. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. Doucouré. Alan. Richarlison. Alan. Crossing opportunity. Doucouré using his physical strength to shield it. Wonderful chance. And he's missed it. Good heavens.
Well, that's a big miss. That should have been the equaliser.
Doucouré using his strength to shield the ball. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. Gray was spot on with that challenge. Useful looking position, you've got to say. But really sticking to their task defensively. Doucouré. Richarlison. It's with Alan. And space to exploit maybe. And a decent delivery. Still not clear. Top class defending. Watkins. Douglas Luiz. They're certainly allowing their opponents to come onto them. And there's the feed into the box. And he'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly. John Joe Kenny. It's with Doucouré. 20 minutes to go in this one. Townsend. The cross is on. Outfoxing the defender. Doucouré. Perfect example of how to execute a slide tackle. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Watkins. And a goal kick given. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. McGinn. Watkins. Sanson. He's in control of the situation. Well, we're in the dying moments of this game now, and Everton still narrowly behind here. Time running out, Stuart.
Well, their attacking play has been too slow, it's lacked penetration, and at times it's looked devoid of ideas. But can that change in the final few minutes here? It only needs one moment of magic.
Read it superbly to take back possession. Coutinho. Superb effort to keep it in. Watkins. Well, they keep passing away. Now he must favour the cross. So a corner kick it'll be, following the deflection.
Substitution for Aston Villa. Coming off the pitch, number 11, Ollie Watkins. To be replaced by number 20, Danny Ings.
And over it comes. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the chance. In position here to protect the ball. Coutinho. That is tackling of the highest order. Well read to win possession back. Or is it going to end up being productive for them? An effective pass by Coutinho. Can they slot it home? Well read to put an end to that attack.
Well, that would have been game over. But unless they show more quality going forward, there's just no way back for them.
Gray. Alan. It's with Doucouré. Well, into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. Alan. It's with Doucouré. Townsend. Well, that's the kind of play you want from your defender. Ings. Really good high press. A really intense pressure applied. Digne. Well, let's see about the cross. Well, a bit short with the clearance. He's protecting it effectively. And the flag was up in good time. It's offside.
Well, he should have realised that was going to be offside. That's a poor decision to play that pass.
Substitution for Everton. Coming off the pitch.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution.
To be replaced by number 24, Anthony Gordon.
Richarlison. Alan. Mason Holgate with it. Nice looking pass. On the ball in an attacking position, but they've got to do something positive quickly. Gordon, making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. Can he play it in? Alan. Richarlison.
Well, the Everton fans still believe they can get back into this, but they're going to have to throw everything at it now. Time is running out.
And breaking at pace with menace. Well, it fizzled out.
Well, just listen to these Everton fans. They're driving their team forward here.
And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. Sanson. Take it away. Alan. Gordon. Holgate. And forward they go, chasing the game. Alan. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Promising sequence. Godfrey. Went in strongly to win the ball. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. John McGinn. It's with Morgan Sanson. Good-looking sequence. Using his physical strength to shield it. Digne. Clean challenge. And the flag has gone up, just when he looked ready to pounce, perhaps.
Well, he was just too static in the end, which is a shame because that was a dangerous situation.
Alan. And taking it away. Buendia. McGinn. Slipshod passing. Look at Digne. Oh, what's he gone and done? Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. So there goes the final whistle, and this hasn't gone at all to plan for Everton. What did you make of it?
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
Well, as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positive, Stuart.
Yeah, good performance and a really critical goal to give them the lead. They just couldn't cope with his movement today.
McGinn. Well, far too much elevation there.